What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss last Saturday's fight between Ian Garry and Geoff Neal, but before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly. Help the channel grow. Alright guys, getting right into it. Ian Garry defeated Geoff Neal by decision in a lackluster fight, to say the least. Ian Garry was just on his bicycle the entire time, using lateral movement, knees up the middle, stopping Geoff Neal in his tracks. Geoff Neal didn't do himself any favors by just being completely flat-footed, hesitant, no sense of urgency, just no plan B, was not able to cut Ian Garry off whatsoever, didn't even seem like he was trying to cut Ian Garry off, and just was taking a lot of punishment. You could tell he was frustrated, but he wasn't able to get Ian into a firefight. And Ian's credit, right? Like, yeah, it wasn't a entertaining fight from a fan's perspective, but he did what he had to do to get the victory. A lot of people thought Geoff Neal won, which I thought was a little strange, but I thought Ian was hitting him with the cleaner shots. Yeah, he wasn't pressuring. He was, I guess you could say, running the entire time. He was just outpointing. He outpointed Geoff Neal the entire fight. He threw some dangerous knees up the middle. When they would break off the clinch, he was just throwing immediately. Ian Garry definitely had a sense of urgency, not to finish Geoff Neal, but to score points, not get hit, have a sense of defense, not be flat-footed, not to deviate from the game plan. So where Ian Garry, from an entertainment standpoint, did not look very good, looked a little sloppy, wasn't, a firefight. He went out there and got the victory against a sledgehammer of a contender, Geoff Neal, where Geoff was he could not get anything going. I'm even frustrated thinking about it, and I remember watching the fight, fuck, dude. It reminded me so much of when Chris Curtis fought Jack Hermanson, where Chris just was not able to cut Jack off whatsoever, and Jack was just not playing that game. He was not going to let himself be in some sort of flat-footed position to let himself get hit, because he wasn't winning those firefights. So he's like, all right, well, shit, I got to outpoint this guy. So he just didn't play his game, and the other guy wasn't able to find a plan B. So, I don't know, man. Moving forward, Ian Garry called out Colby Covington. I guess that would be a good fight. I don't know. I don't really think that would be a good fight. I don't know. I don't know if Colby's even going to take that fight in the first place. Honestly, if Ian Garry wants to move forward, I think Shavkat Rakhmonov, I think, is a perfect fight for him. Two undefeated prospects right there on the cusp of title contention. And I don't think Shavkat's going to get the title shot really anytime soon. So why not book two undefeated prospects for the next, at least, number one contender position in the welterweight division? For Geoff Neal, well, what's next for Geoff Neal, right? You have Sean Brady. I think that's a good fight. Maybe Randy Brown, a Nicholas Dalby. Because Geoff, now he's kind of put himself in a weird position. A little bit of inconsistencies. When he's on, he's one of the best in the world. But when he's off, he's really off. So maybe put himself against like a guy like Nicholas Dalby, who's might be number 15, maybe just outside of the rankings. Maybe a Randy Brown, whose stock is rising. Then you got a Sean Brady, who's coming off that phenomenal victory over Kelvin Gastelum as well. So I think that Geoff Neal, with just go out there, figure out what you did wrong, and just let the hands go next time. Don't think too much. Don't be so hesitant. Don't look for the knockout. I think Drew Dober said it best, where once he just let the fight come to him, he was finding those knockouts more easier than actually searching for the knockout, I guess. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think is next for Geoff Neal, what you guys think is next for Ian Garry, what you guys thought of the decision. I know that there's a lot of people that were kind of like 50-50 on it. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts as well on that. And guys, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly. Help the channel grow. That's going to do it for today, guys. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.